Hi everyone, I just wanted to film the flip through of my summer bucket list kind of traveler's notebook. I just finished some of the last pages in the back that I needed to do, so I'm going to quickly flip through it. As you can see, it is a very chunky book. So let's go ahead and get to this. This was the bucket list that I put in the front. I kind of neglected it a little bit. We didn't do a lot on here. I think we only did maybe 2 or 3 things. I didn't really stick to this summer, so because we were buying a house, and buying a house kind of limits the things you can kind of do, so we kind of skipped this a little bit, but you'll see. So I went to a scrapbooking convention with my husband's cousin, who's like my only friend down here. Hi Megan, I know you're watching. So this was the first thing that we did in the summer. And then we went over to, I think there's a process video for these. God, that was so long ago. When we went on our way back, we went to it was National Donut Day when we went over there to the scrapbooking convention, and then I think this was a different day. This was June 11th, so we went to the Yingling factory. There's a photo of us, and then just a photo right here that I took with the brochure. The next thing is the Midori meetup at the Paper Seahorse. This was the first Midori meetup that the Paper Seahorse hosted. Pretty sure there's a process video for this too. So I've got my tea tag here and some photos and some lace washi tape that she had, and everything on here I got at the Paper Seahorse. So the next thing is the Etsy craft party. So this was the 17th and 18th. This is our hotel where we had dinner, where we had drinks, the advertisement for the Etsy craft party, and then there's a process video for this as well. So this is just all the ephemera and everything that I picked up at the Etsy craft party over in St. Petersburg. And then this was later that day. My husband found a brewery the last time we were in Tampa, so we went and visited that. This is a tag from one of their beers, their logo, and then later in the day we went to another bacon beer bash at a local brewery that we have in our town. So I just have the information on that just in this little pocket right here. I've got 2 little squirrels fighting right outside my window. Let's see if I can... Oh, it's half-tailed squirrel. We have a half-tailed squirrel, and he was just at the window, or she, I don't know. So this was from when we went to see Finding Dory. It was the first movie that my youngest son had ever been to, so I just did some journaling about that. Our ticket stub, the movie poster, and then I just did a quote here that I love from the movie. I suffer from short-term memory loss, which is something that Dory says. She says, "Hi, I'm Dory, and I suffer from short-term memory loss," which is funny because I do suffer from short-term memory loss. That's why I do memory keeping. So here is a botanical garden map from a local botanical garden that we have that I found. Some photos and just some washi. And I just covered the back side of this map with some paper to kind of stabilize it a little bit and to kind of show you that you need to open this. So here is the spread from when we bought our house. This is the first picture that my husband took of putting the key in the door for the first time, and then our moving truck, and then just some journaling with our address, which I probably shouldn't show on YouTube. Way to go, me. Here is the spread from Independence Day. Just used some Target stickers for this. This is the spread from my sweet girl, Dakota. This is her last time outside right before we took her in. And then this was a photo, our last photo together that I took while I was waiting in the car, while we were waiting for the vet to say that we could come in, because I didn't want her to get stressed out by sitting in the waiting room, so I just waited in the car until the vet was ready for us. And here is a photo of the 2 cats that we adopted after Dakota passed away. We did wait a couple weeks. Callie and June. We don't have June anymore. This one is June. We had to take her back because even though her and Callie loved each other, I mean, they got along so well, June was really aggressive with us. She was feral and she never kind of grew out of that. We waited the full 30 days. I took her back on day 30. Our local shelter gives us 30 days to bring them back, and if you don't bring them back within the 30 days, then you have to kind of like ask for permission, and then they make you wait like up to like 3 or 4 weeks. So I just decided to take her back because I didn't want her to be stressed out with our kids anymore. I think that's why she wasn't happy, because she didn't like kids. Here's just a Key West spread. There's a process video for this as well. My son's 3rd birthday spread, process video for that. All 3 of these are in the same process video. My son's first day of VPK. This is when we went to go see Suicide Squad. I just used a bunch of tiny thin tape for this. And then this, I still need to get the photos from this, but this was the last baseball game of the season that we went to. This stadium is shutting down, so this was like the very last game of this stadium. Here's the spread of, here's Callie, and then the new cat that we adopted, Juniper. She's 3 years old, and she is a chartreuse dilute torty mix, and she is so fat. Oh my god, she's so deliciously fat. I love fat cats, and I'm trying to plump Callie up because she's really thin. But this one, Juniper, she was fat when I adopted her, and it was really sweet. When I went to I felt like a call to the shelter, so I went and looked, and I saw her like in the corner like shaking, and so I picked her up, and as soon as I picked her up, she stopped shaking and just kind of like relaxed in my arms. So I slept on it overnight, and then when I woke up the next morning, I knew that she needed me, and so I drove up there as soon as I could and went and adopted her and brought her home. And she's 3, and she's still kind of transitioning to getting used to the kids. I think she was with an older family before, like maybe a retired family, because she loves being with my mother-in-law. She'll let my mother-in-law hold her forever, but when it comes to us or the kids, she tends to be a little more apprehensive, and she tends to hide when the kids are awake, so we're hoping that she warms up. But she's 3, and we kind of have to break her of her old habits. So it's starting to get kind of hard to turn the pages back here, but this was another Midori meetup. This was the second one that we went to, and this is over in Tampa. If you haven't been to the Paper Seahorse and you live in Florida, you need to go. They are, Tona over there is just amazing. She's just so amazing, and her shop is just like heaven when I walk in there. But yeah, definitely go over there and check that out. And then this is the last one. This is our pineapple that we grew. Sorry, I'm shaking the table. I'm like standing at like an awkward angle trying to get this, but we grew a pineapple from like the stump of an old pineapple, and then this is how big it got before we were advised to cut it. You can see right here where's the original, and then it grew up out of here. We actually cut the top of this off, and we're going to try to grow another one. I don't think it'll work, but we'll see. So I was kind of surprised it didn't get much bigger than this, but we were advised once it gets yellow and kind of soft like that, it's time to pick it. If it doesn't get any bigger or hard, and it never got bigger than this. We waited months. So yeah, that's the end of it. No more. I actually only have 1 page left. So as you can see, it's super chunky, and I'm working on my fall traveler's notebook now. I think I'm still caught up to date with that. I don't know if I'm going to document Hurricane Matthew, because that blew through here over the weekend. I don't know if I'm going to document that or not, but there it is in all its chunky glory. I'm going to have fun trying to store this one. So anyway, thanks guys for hanging out. I really appreciate you guys coming in to check out my videos. I really do love all the new subscribers and all my old subscribers. Everyone, I really appreciate you watching and liking and commenting, and it just really means the world to me, and I hope that I'm producing content that you guys really enjoy. If there's any questions, leave them down below as always, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!